Faye, your lessons are like carefully polished stones. It looks like you're thinking of everything. The development of the students, the kind of content you're trying to teach. Tell me a little about what you were thinking when you were planning this lesson that we're about to see on mass and momentum.
First of all, I have to keep in mind, first and foremost, the goal, the conceptual goal I have for the students. And then I consider their experiences, I consider their capacity to attend, what kind of equipment I will need to have for them to handle so that they will believe that it's their work, they're doing these activities for themselves, by themselves, and decided by themselves and how.
It's really masterful to watch. Let's take a look.
We went in my sled together down the hill.
Oh, you used one sled?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is there anybody else who has gone sledding with an adult in a separate sled? So who got there first, to the bottom?
Both of us.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, this is an interesting class because I have a book here. What does it say, Colby?
Sledding on a hill. Rolling down a ramp.
Rolling down a ramp. So our story starts with a child and a grown-up. And they're going to go down the hill. How do you think they're going to get down the hill?
I think the littler kid will go down first because it probably has much more energy.
Okay, any other thoughts?
I think the grown-up will get down first because more weight makes the sled go faster.
So we have all these different ideas. Look what happens in the story. They go down and go swoosh.
Whoa.
They get to the bottom of the hill together. That's what the story says. We'll call this the ramp, okay? Now, how are we going to know, or how are we going to remember how long it takes for a ball to go down? Remember? We can't just keep it in our heads because everybody forgets, especially after recess. We want to make sure we remember.
Write it down.
You write it down.
Faye, I love the way that you use the sledding story to tap into the kids' prior knowledge and their experiences. I guess it's something they do a lot here in Michigan, so they had a lot of ideas about that. And then you used that big book as sort of a visualization to help them think about and hypothesize about what might be happening with this concept. What are some of the other things that you do when you're trying to make these complex ideas accessible to young children?
I try to visualize myself as a kid. And for example, with the ramp, it took me a long time to decide how long they would have to be. Because if you time it, their capacity to time it and also their knowledge of numbers. Mm-hmm. It has to be long enough so they will count 1, 2, 3 seconds, not rather than a fraction of a second, that sort of thing. So I really consider a lot of whatever is their developmental level and plan accordingly. And what also is coming, where are they going? And try to devise a way for them to get there.
Let's take a look at how the lesson plays out.
Wait, look at this. Make sure they're all on the same line. From my experience, these children are not going to be able to look at the data using numbers of measurement to really understand that the concept in this context of the level of the ramp relative to the momentum, and that's how far the can will move.
Mama, come to Papa. Come to Papa.
The tracing is more pictorial and is more appropriate to their age. Now, can you look at it and think about the speed of the balls as they went down the ramp? And look at our picture. Actually, people call that a graph, a line graph. I'd like to have you make a picture of it, though.
So, Faye, at the end of this process, we see them going off to engage in a wide variety of activities. You have them writing and drawing and making presentations of various kinds. How does that allow them to find their developmental level of performance and use their different intelligences?
During our discussions, some of the children were more articulate than others. But when they went to drawing, they could show a lot of what they were thinking with their drawing. They could show me if they understood or not the concept of what causes momentum, what causes speed by their drawing. Some of them write. They describe what they saw. Those are the more, they're more linguistically able, or they can write, but they don't talk very much, but they can write very well. Some of them are just plain drawing. Some act them out. They're going down or sliding down themselves, pretending they're sliding down with their drawing. Whatever will let them show that they understood the concept that we are trying to learn.